just change the settings. And let's just see what happens. I think it's gonna crash. The game crashed. The game just crashed when I set it to Ray Tracing Ultra. So now we are testing the biggest question ever. Can we play in 4K using the Asus ROG Zephyrus G15? Let's try. So what we have is the laptop here. So here you can see we have the HDMI cable going into the TV, connected my controller using it as a single display. So let's answer the question. Can we play in 4K? So right now you can see we are playing The Witcher, and you can see the settings here. In the graphic settings, what we have done is we have set it to 4K. If I set it to this settings, the X direction of the screen becomes too big. So this is like the right dimension for it, and maximum frames set to unlimited VSync on, and everything set to ultra. So let's see if we can play this game at 4K. We most definitely can, just consistently 40 FPS. Dropping down to 33 FPS, but for a TV I think that is okay. So you can play The Witcher at this, but then again, like, let's see if we reduce the setting a little, what happens. Load video and graphics. Let's go to high. So everything is set to high now. Let's see what happens. So like 50 FPS is what we really want. Consistent 50 FPS is what this TV really wants. Higher is always better. We are close to 45 FPS. Again, greater than 30 FPS is pretty decent, playable. I don't see any frame drops per se. Nothing that is taking it below like 30 FPS. Right now, I haven't gone below 40 FPS as well. Let's see. Riding the horse can generally make a little difference, can drop the frame rates a little. Let's see. Riding Roach makes any difference. Pretty consistent at 45 FPS. This doesn't make any problem. I don't think we should have any problems at all. But I don't think Cyberpunk will be possible if Witcher is dropping down to 40 FPS. Now last settings, we'll try to set it to medium and see what happens, like if you're able to achieve that 50 FPS or not. And I think medium simply does it. You're able to achieve the 50 FPS, like consistent 50 FPS with this. I don't see any frame drops. Oh, there are some. That is again close to 50 FPS, 44, 45. I don't think like these settings are doing much change difference here. I feel like the 4K itself is so heavy, so huge, that loading this much textures just eats into it. How crazy 3090 will be that you can play games at 8K. So now we are playing the GTA 5. Uh, so we are in 4K and everything is set to very high. So let's see. So we are consistently running at 50 FPS. Let's try the car. And now we are at 10 seconds. Now we are in 4K, 50 Hz refresh rate, which is the refresh rate of the TV, and everything is set to very high. So let's see if we can use this to game like a console. Very pretty consistent, 50 frames per second. Pretty consistent at 50 FPS. Let's go to the city. So we are getting consistent 50 frames per second with very high, and I am not seeing any frame drops in particular. So you can game in 4K. If you have a proper monitor, then I think that will be better. But if you just have a TV like me, definitely that is doable. A monitor will have a variable refresh rate. TVs generally don't. TVs are designed for one particular refresh rate and not changing that at all. So, everything looks good. So, like, I don't know if I can go any higher with the other settings. And wasted. So right now you can see we are playing Cyberpunk. I'll just show you the settings. Earlier, there's a very weird thing that is happening whenever I try to change the settings. So the game crashes. So I just want to show you the settings here. You can see we are at 50 FPS and in 4K resolution, and the graphics are set to ray tracing medium, and DLSS is set to auto, so that we get some like playable frame rates. So let's see what happens. So right now you can see we are getting close to 22-23 FPS. The TV actually wants to have 50 FPS. That's pretty low. So the ray tracing in 4K with this laptop, I don't think that is possible. And with the shooting game, I don't think those frame rates will be very consistent. And suddenly with more people coming in, I don't think we'll be able to maintain these as well. So this is not possible to play this game in 4K with ray tracing on. So let's just try to go to ultra and see what happens. The 22 FPS is pretty consistent. Now it's dropping to 21. So let's try to change it to ultra. And let's go back. And it's gone. It didn't crash this time. Wow. So let the FPS stabilize. But this game is simply unplayable without DLSS. What has happened is that the DLSS is not turned on by default, so you need to go and turn it on. And now we are in playable FPS. So like really, what it really needs is to just turn the DLSS on to auto, and now we are suddenly in playable FPS. So what is happening is that we are entering the game at a lower resolution and just upscaling it, and then it is possible to play with DLSS on. Medium. Yeah, I think medium with 4K on will have a lower FPS than with DLSS on. DLSS is basically a must for playing this at 4K, 24 FPS. Let's go with DLSS on. And SS to quality. We are getting 33, 34 FPS. 40 FPS, so we should be able to reach 50 FPS in medium settings. The game still looks pretty damn awesome. Oh my god. Almost there, 40, 45 FPS, 38 FPS. Almost there.